Welcome to FO and Swells, Conquer the Universe. It's your boy, the FO, and
Swells.
Back with another one for you. Hey, got a good one for you today. This might not be exactly the way you think it is based on the title, but we're gonna delve into it. My boy Swells is the one. This man got stats and not necessarily numbered. I'm just talking about references to stats. How about that?
Okay.
Let's go. If you clicked on the video, hopefully you saw that this is Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. The great debate.
Right.
The great sports debate. Now,
who's greater than who? Right.
But that's not what we doing. This is to bring you in. But we are talking about Michael Jordan and LeBron.
We are.
But in this way. We're talking about the debate of it. Now, Swells, I did something real quick in between, when we was, talking about coming up to our episode or whatever. Mm-hmm. There have been, do you know how many players have played in the NBA? Approximately? 4,800. Approximately.
From when it started to yes, I can see 4,800.
4,800. Now, there are a lot of people who debate, and we'll go, and I'll put it to the Michael Jordan 1, LeBron James 2 people, if they have it ranked like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people do.
If LeBron James, and people are so passionate about saying he's number 2. If LeBron James is the number 2 player in the NBA, which I feel like that's nobody should feel like that's a bad place. That means that you are number 2 out of 4,800. And for you math heads out there, that means that LeBron James is better than, if you said he's number 2, 4,798 players. If we're going to go with 4,800 exactly, he's not better than Michael Jordan. He's not better than himself. 4,798 players, which will mean that he is
really good.
Really good. Really good. Right. So, that part of the debate always kills, because when you make this debate, when a lot of people do the debate, it's like you have to kill one to keep one.
And that's why I really...
You have to, either way it goes, you have to make...
You have to eliminate.
Right. So, Michael, when you hear people make this argument, when people in this debate, they are shitting on the number 2. You're shitting on the number 2. That would mean if you shit on the number 2 player that bad, that means 3 through 4,800 have to be, as it goes down, exponentially worse. Which means, why do we even watch the NBA in the first place?
We already saw who number 1 was.
Number 1. And number 2 is garbage, the way that you just talked about him.
Yeah,
so number 3 all the way down to 4,800?
Yeah, they
why do you even watch the sport?
So bad. Yeah.
But to delve deeper into it.
It's just more of their opinion.
Right, and that's what it is. Because you have people with there's the different talking points with it. You have the people who will say Michael Jordan or LeBron James is better based on actual stats, which that should be the number 1 thing that you do use. 1 or 1A, but number 1 thing, it's in sport.
Numbers.
It's numbers. Right.
Right.
That's quantifiable. I can say this number is bigger than this number. But then with that, the problem lies with which number is actually more important, which then that becomes based on a fact, but then you have to use an opinion to say which one of those numbers, which are fact, are more important.
Right.
Is Michael Jordan scoring 30.12 points per game, which is the most points per game in the NBA? Is that better? Is him having 6 NBA championship rings better? Is LeBron James scoring the most points in NBA history better? Or, you know what I'm saying? So things like that. So that's really the way that we're going in the conversation. Not because me personally, I can honestly say I like to give straight up answers to things like, what's this? What's this? But this right here you got an era gap, and you also have the people who are they're loyalists. So even when they have the conversation, if your team LeBron,
they could have been numbers guys all the way up until
that,
and then it's like, you know what, I still got to give it to.
Right. So,
and it's usually MJ. You know, it's a lot of times they concede to MJ, and I'm not upset. Don't get me wrong. I don't. My gripe is like, does it really? Both of these dudes was phenomenal. And if you're gonna be in the conversation of who's the greatest, and if you literally just mention my name, it's like, or LeBron, like, really? Even if we don't say you're number one and you're number two, that means only one person beat you.
What?
My boy used to say that to me all the time when we was in high school. My boy Hoe Cakes, I love him to death. He used to say, man, when you come a second, only one person beat you. You at least get to look at everybody and be like, 2 or more people beat y'all.
Right.
Only one person beat me. So, I mean, even LeBron, even if you're not, but I still think dude is like, do you have another point?
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just.
No, go ahead.
Like, because, LeBron is he's just dope, dude. I mean, from jump. Jordan, don't get me wrong, phenomenal. Obviously one of the greatest players. I mean, he has, but he only has 6 rings. Does anybody have more than 6 rings? Because that's when I hear the Jordan LeBron argument, it's right. Well, Jordan got 6 and LeBron got 4. Well, Robert Horry got 7. So does that make him better than Jordan? And as soon as, well, how many does your boy from the Celtics, what's his name? Bill Russell. How many does Bill?
Like 11, he got like right?
11.
11.
So then neither one of them, if you're gonna go off of just rings, then Jordan ain't the greatest. He's not. If you're going, but I'm not looking at just rings when I see Jordan was dope, bro. Did you watch him in his early years? 87, 80. Dude was.
Which makes that's what makes the conversation the debate so much of a thing.
And that's why I don't hate
settled.
Yeah, because I don't like the like there has to be a finale. Like this is the final. This is not a war.
It's not.
This is a sport. And you have so many greats in so many different sports. I mean, like, you people this is the greatest baseball player. I mean, even the greats will say, well, I couldn't play against so-and-so because it was a different time.
Right.
Was some people say Babe Ruth. I love the Yankees, but would I ever say Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball? Have you seen what some of these dudes have done? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. This the part where
opinion. You use
the part where people don't get it.
Yeah.
Because because it's opinion, and then there's the era thing because Michael Jordan. One thing Michael Jordan did play against the athletes today are better athletes than they were back then.
They just are.
Doesn't take away from Michael. They just are. They just are.
He excelled when it came to when it came to when you looked at the norm, he was the one that rose above everybody else.
Right.
So in that era, Jordan was the shit. You couldn't nothing. Jordan was up here, everybody else was down here.
Right.
Now, time goes on, and who is undefeated? Who is undefeated and never lost in life? Father Time. Jordan obviously had to slow down.
Decline, yes.
He had a decline. And then there was a new bar that he set.
Right.
Where now everybody they were striving to be like Jordan. That was, AI said it in his Hall of Fame speech. Like, everybody wanted to pass like Michael. Larry was dope. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be like Mike. The commercial, the song. Sometimes I dream that he is me, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, I wanna be like Mike. Like Mike. Man, come on. But and does
Y'all like
LeBron
that,
have
don't you?
any of those accolades? Nobody has a song like that. LeBron. No, but you know what LeBron does have? He has numbers.
He does.
And you know what? As much as I love, and he doesn't have the merchandise like Jordan does because Jordan just did it first. That's the only difference. If LeBron was born when, you know what? Sometimes I'll be wanting to be like, could Jordan have done what LeBron did in that same situation? Because Jordan grew up, it wasn't like they was rich. That's not what I'm saying, but he grew up in a stable home. More
Right, true.
LeBron did not grow up in a Your boy was, his mom's was, I think she was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I think because I don't know, but yeah, she was a teenager. So, the way he grew up, period, was very hard. Jordan was stable. LeBron was bounced around. Finally, the coach was like, look, let me take you in, dude. I want you to stay here. So
More than the game. Watch that.
More than a game, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But, LeBron didn't have none of the shit that so mentally for you to overcome all of that, how does that not make you and that's why I say he's one of the greatest.
And you can't people kill me like when they talk about it like it's a failure.
Like it's
like he failed. This man came the most still. There's not a an amateur player that has been as heavily touted.
No, heavily scrutinized, bruh. And that's another thing
beforehand,
too.
Right? So yeah,
that's another thing. Get back to your point. My bad. I didn't want to cut you off, but
there's not. And this man has literally from the day before he became an NBA player, which obviously he got some little things like that Nike deal or whatever, but he's a billionaire now. He has scored. I don't care that
the second NBA player to be a billionaire, because of course
the first one was Michael Jordan,
right?
But the most points ever in the NBA. I don't care that
the most points he saw. You know what he did? He saw what Jordan did and said, "Okay, what were all your great?" What did you do at your highlight? Did you drink a lot? No, you didn't? Okay, fine. And when you drank, what did you drink? You drank wine. All right. LeBron was a student of the game. So he went to all the greats and said, how did you take care of I can be whatever when I retire. Mm-hmm. I can go and get because a lot of these players got money and then they went and they got fucked up. They went and got the highest dollar liquor. They would go to the clubs, wild the fuck out. These niggas, you know what I'm saying? They was, they would just do whatever. And LeBron was like, that is a lot of their downfall right there. I don't want that. LeBron has been doing this for 20 plus. Yes. How many years did Jordan play? Did he play 20 years? No, he did. They want to say, well, Jordan didn't team hop. You're right. Did Jordan have the options that LeBron had? Right, and the as far as collective bargaining, are you mad at that? Because that has nothing to do with anything. When Jordan went to Washington, if that's the case, then Jordan went to Washington, and every team that LeBron has played on has just been elevated. Literally, your tickets go up. Everything goes up. Wherever he went, it wasn't like they were like, LeBron's coming. I'm not going to the game. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you are. Exactly. So it wasn't like, so when they say LeBron is such a failure, I hate so much of the hate on LeBron. Like, really, what did this dude do? What is so bad? He came from nothing. And y'all want to shit on. Shut the fuck up. Let him be great, man.
I think people use that to mask some other stuff that they be having going on.
Literally, hate comes from a something deeper, and I agree.
Yeah, because there's no way that you can, because it starts to get personal. Like the people started, like me, you arguing about it. We start getting upset with each other. Like,
dude.
And we're talking about one position on the pecking order on the list.
About a game. It's
About a
still a
game.
game.
About a game, yes. Because you want to get that serious about it because they know now. Now I'll tell you this because I've not really had debates with Jordan. The LeBron is Jordan is better one or whatever. I forget, but they will love to say things about like how LeBron James, changing teams or whatever like that. And like you said, that it was a different time. The collective bargaining agreements, the different things that they do now, it empowered players to do it. And plus they did that with a shifting market. That's this, everything happens because of the consumer. You're going to change things because of the consumer. Consumers, like with basketball as opposed to football is all about the shield. Basketball is about the player. You have players, yes, you have your Tom Brady's and your stuff like that, but for the most part,
protecting
the shield. It's about the shield. Another thing, a football player, if you just walking by and you see a football play, you don't know who, unless you like literally tune in and know who are
because they have helmets. Yeah,
they have helmets.
But they also, when it comes to money, like you realize, of course, the NFL brings in more money than any other sport.
But you got 12 people on the NBA team and 53 people on the NFL team.
It still brings in more money.
Right?
What I'm saying is they have a hard cap.
Hard cap. You cannot go over that.
Like literally, like in the NBA, they have a hard cap, but then they call it like it's like a
luxury tax.
A luxury tax where they're like, okay, well, if you go over this,
you got to pay.
You got to pay extra.
Right.
And in baseball, they're saying,
whatever
whatever you want to spend, we don't give a fuck.
That richest owner. That's why for all them years, the Yankees being the rich, having what is it,
Steinbrenner's the one that,
all that money you just pay for all the best players.
You just pay for. I mean, does it always result in a ring? No, it doesn't, because they had some of the best teams that didn't get ring. Because I love I grew up a big Yankees fan, but you know what I'm saying. But it doesn't always result in a ring, but it does sometimes.
Right.
But in the NFL, as far as what I'm saying. What are we talking about? The money? Are we talking about the greatest? Are we still talking about Jordan and Bron still?
We are.
How do we get to?
I love this, man.
Wow! Holy shit!
I wish y'all knew him in real life, man.
Yo, I'm on a spaceship right now, G.
Okay,
holy shit.
So I'll get to it with this. So the argument that a lot of people, Michael Jordan is better or LeBron is better, and with those people, because I know you've had these arguments. Everybody's had these arguments, and the people who there's the Jordan camp.
I hate when they throw Kobe in that bitch. I hate that.
But what people have their bold headline argument: LeBron better, Jordan better. But then their argument.
Have you ever looked at the age gap? Saying it too, like it's always the old heads is MJ.
Right.
MJ. And then it's the YNs that say Bron. You know what I'm saying? So it's debatable. I want people to understand that this is literally your opinion.
Right. And what I was gonna say on that is the arguments are where people go off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
They go off the rails with the arguments, because when you really are you having this argument with somebody, this debate or whatever? Because when you're really having a debate, you're getting that person, you're trying to get that person to see your point of view and be like, oh, okay. So most of the time you have to have something quantifiable, something factual. But people like to say things. I had a conversation with Boy before. Killer instinct. They say killer instinct. Is killer instinct quantifiable? Not really. It's opinion based. Do you think that was killer instinct? No. I thought it was killer instinct. Or the other way around. So their arguments towards these things don't make any sense. So all they're doing is...
So does that make you right?
Right. Because Jordan has killer instinct. But
because he had something that you saw.
Right.
It was in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Or can you just shut the fuck up? Because to say LeBron is never shut the bruh. Everybody who says anything negative about either one, and that's what I want about either one, because when the LeBron fans want to dog out MJ for whatever, and you know what? Their argument is he was selfish. He didn't like to pass the ball a lot. You know, he was very, very mean. LeBron figured out, hey, I can be just as lethal as you, but they don't have to fear me.
Right.
And so are we penalizing LeBron because he figured out how to get everybody to get along, and we're still giving Jordan, because it's still just MJ and LeBron, are we still giving Jordan the nod because he was the asshole? Because I mean, it's a story, it's a fact. You smacked the shit out of Steve Kerr
yep.
in the fucking practice. You smacked the shit. When has anybody ever said LeBron has smacked the shit out of him in practice? But we want to just go ahead. And we're talking about, this is not, Jordan has 6 rings and LeBron has 4. Okay, Jordan went to the final 6 times, got 6 rings.
Right.
Okay, good job. LeBron has been to the final. So, for one, Jordan made the best point ever when he said it really shouldn't be about, it should be about the team. LeBron took, how many times did he go to the finals in a row, bruh? Was he playing with future Hall of Famers every single team?
No, that one team he drugged to the finals was...
He drug
ridiculous.
The Cavs when he first went up against they went up against Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker, bruh, and then they had a squad in San Antonio against a 9-month-old LeBron and whoever the fuck he brought with him.
Right.
And they want to be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, LeBron. Of course he wasn't ready. No, he went up against a fucking jug. They were, for one, disciplined in a bitch. You know, your boy, you know what I'm saying? The coach Pop wasn't joke. So, I mean, the road that LeBron took to the NBA, the road that MJ took to the NBA. Why are we continuously trying to make one of them look bad? When I heard Mark Jackson said, all y'all people who don't want to watch, and I throw a bunch of shit in because it makes sense to me in my head. Stop fucking hating and appreciate the shit that, and because I wasn't a big Steph Curry fan until he said this. He said, just appreciate what the fuck they doing. He did
not use those words, obviously.
He didn't obviously say fuck. But I heard him say, stop fucking looking at people's defaults as if you don't have any and just appreciate what the fuck they got. LeBron was dope. MJ was dope. And yeah, Steph is dope too.
And why? Because I'm not gonna come into a room to be Team LeBron, find a Team Jordan person, have all of my stuff ready, like I'm about to kill him with him.
I know why this is this,
and then walk out
right
with 4 new LeBron followers.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
No.
Everybody that's the only thing that's ever happened. The only thing that's ever happened. I can't prove this. Is you've had some Jordan fans. Jordan's number 1 became LeBron number 1. It's never been the other way around. So nobody who had said LeBron was the best has went to Jordan. That doesn't make sense because how all LeBron
you've
does
already seen Jordan,
right?
Right.
You've had,
but
some
I
people,
do have a question. I do have a question because I loved it when your boy from Tampa Bay, Warren Sapp, said anybody who ever says their career was complete without a ring is lying, and I don't know if those are his exact words verbatim, but the fact that when he said that, because I always thought, you know what I'm saying, when he said that, after he said that, I was thinking, you know what, you right, because why else would you play? Why else? LeBron has got to that pinnacle. Mm-hmm. Jordan got to that pinnacle. All right. Why aren't we talking about all the losers who didn't get to the pinnacle? Did they, you know what, I used to love Charles, and I'm not saying used to as if I don't still love him, but over the years, I have learned that I don't have as much love for Charles Barkley as I used to, because when he was playing, he wasn't talking. I heard him start talking, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Chuck."
Terrible,
Just
man.
yeah,
Terrible,
just terrible.
man.
Shut
Terrible,
the fuck.
man.
Yeah, you are amusing. You are correct. You are very amusing, and that's all I. But when he was like, "I view my career as complete,"
Now, see, I definitely, I don't agree with that.
I
It's
don't.
not complete.
It wasn't. You didn't win the ring.
You are a successful, because success has its levels. You have
are one of
success
the
has its
greatest,
levels.
and I'm gonna say power forwards.
Absolutely.
One of
Absolutely.
one of the greatest power forwards in my book. As great as Tim Duncan, the big fundamentalist, was, I didn't like his game, so I always put in that, and I liked Barkley. I had a bunch of Barkley kicks.
Yeah,
I was a
Barkley.
Barkley fan, bro. I'm trying
never
to
had no
tell
Barkley.
you, I had some of his dope kicks, and the big fundamentalist didn't have dope kicks. I didn't like his game, so Barkley was always still better than me. But to say you're just be 100 and be like, no, I didn't win a ring. And it wasn't because, well, yeah, it was. It was because Jordan was like,
And people got to understand that there are two things happening. There are two things. There's things happening simultaneously during the games, during series, during the season, or whatever. A basketball player, all this stuff is entertainment, right?
Very, very
Okay.
much. I love it.
So the reason why we sitting there watching it and consuming it is because we want to be entertained.
Mhm.
Those dudes out there, those large human beings
It
out
wasn't
there,
entertainment for them.
so if you as a coach can have a player that's very entertaining, that's very lively, that's or whatever, but he doesn't put up or is as effective as a Tim Duncan, who his game is more just this, and this. It's not flashy or nothing like that, but he gets the job done.
Right.
Do I give a damn about entertaining these people?
No, not at all.
Because in the end,
in their eyes, we winning. I don't care.
winning solves everything.
Because at the end of the day, did we win? Yes.
Right.
Then I don't care how we won, because the road never matters until you lose.
Until you lose, yeah.
When you lose is when they're like, okay, well, why didn't you win?
Right.
Let's look at how you even got there and how. But when you win, it was like, well, I don't give a fuck how we got there. Nigga, we got the chip. And that's in everything. That's like in whatever basketball, football, baseball. I don't care if you got there and you won the chip. I don't care what you did before that. I mean, look at what happened when he won it in Cleveland. When he came back, they were down 3 games to 1. And
Greatest
all
thing ever,
you
man.
heard, bruh, you know what? That literally brought basketball back, because it was a decline. And people weren't, I'm not to us fans, because I was on basketball from Jordan, Magic, LeBron, Larry Bird. I was watching all of them. When they was watching, my pops was a big Celtic fan. I hated the Celtics. I didn't like my pops when I was younger. I love them now. But as a kid, I was like, oh, you like them? I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? But anyways.
Makes sense.
I grew up, so I was always a fan of the NBA, but they were on a decline. When that series happened in 2016, and they were down, and everybody on earth, everybody but handful of people thought that they could come back. And when I say a handful, bruh, I was
not part of that handful.
I looked at my wife and I said, I promise you this. I said, you know what? I said, whatever. And I'm not saying I predicted this. I said, you know what? The fact that they just did it to Oklahoma, watch that shit come back right on them.
It did, and that's crazy.
I just said that shit because, for one, I wasn't saying it because I had confidence. I was saying it because I fucking hated Golden State, nigga. I hated both them, Redbone, and then I fucking hated them niggas. They was, you know what? Because I'm gonna tell you this, bruh. I appreciate.
Hate you, light skinned
I fucking no, and it's not that it wasn't. It was they was the color of their skin didn't have nothing to do with it. It was the fact that he was never, ever chastised like LeBron. And all of a sudden, LeBron had to go through the fucking gauntlet, and this nigga all of a sudden does a couple shit, and now he was the first unanimous MVP. Nigga, are you out of your fucking mind?
LeBron still existed.
LeBron has already won some MVPs that should have never been questioned, and he won the first. You know what? And before LeBron, Michael Jordan had contested MVPs. Are you out of your and all of a sudden he has, and nobody voted for nobody.
Yeah, I don't like that whole way that
I didn't like how they fucking just was like, oh, he's so good. Nigga, shut the fuck up. And I told my wife, I said, I hope what they just did to OKC, because what they did to OKC was, bruh, they was down 3-1 to KD, the fucking Durantula, and your boy Russell Wilson, not Russell Wilson, Westbrook, and your boy for 3 games they was down. OKC was up, and Golden State was down, and they came back and won 3 straight games. I was like, I'm sick. I fucking hated Golden State. And because the year before that, right? I'm going to tell you why, though. Because the year before that, when they won the chip against LeBron and them, it wasn't a full 100% Cleveland team.
It wasn't.
Because, for one, that bitch-ass nigga from Boston, he yanked that nigga Kevin Love Hart's arm. I don't give a fuck what nobody... Olenek or whatever. Yeah, you bitch-ass nigga, you yanked his fucking arm. They put it in slow motion. I don't give a fuck what you say. You's a bitch for that right there. And then Kyrie got hurt. Nigga, LeBron won 2 games against Golden State with nobody... And I'm not trying to tell you that,
Cleveland fan.
And I'm a Cleveland, and yes, I fucking hated them niggas. And I was like, y'all beat, and y'all was like, oh, we won the chip. Nigga, you beat a fucked up LeBron team. Right? It was a fucked up LeBron team.
And you know, it's people out there.
Oh my God. You're not basketball. You don't look at basketball like we do. I look at it and I'm like, yo, that nigga yanked his arm. He yanked his fucking arm. You's a bitch. Ever since then, I've hoped he slip and fall and break his fucking neck. I don't like Olenek. And you're right. That was his name. Olenek. Yeah. That nigga played for Boston because Boston was mad at LeBron. Because LeBron was like, Boston who? You racist motherfuckers. He ran through Boston. After they got rid of them niggas KG, he ran through Boston. Like y'all ain't shit. This motherfucker was in his feelings and yanked K-Love's arm, bruh. And I'm like, nobody seen. He yanked it. K-Love ran to the back. Never seen him ever since. Not in that series.
Yeah, that was a little watered down.
Bruh, to constantly compare LeBron and MJ is just ridiculous. That series brought the NBA. It brought the NBA back because that was the highest rated Game 7 ever. No, Jordan didn't play in the Game 7. I agree.
They would hate that when you say that because then you be like, damn.
You're right. Jordan never. I bring up both points because I'm an NBA fan, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't know your fucking points. I know what you and I don't mean you. I meant the other. When I'm saying I know both points, so I'm like, I already know that. So what the fuck does that matter? What are you saying? Because he didn't play in the Game 7, we're taking notches off? What the fuck are you saying?
What are you?
Since he didn't have to do. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Did he not get there 8 years in a row? Did MJ do that? No, he didn't. The word could, or you know what my pops used to tell me? The smallest word has the biggest impact. The word if fucks a lot of people up. If, and it's just 2 letters. If he would have stayed those 2 years. But then you got Hakeem the Dream and Kenny Smith constantly on TNT telling them, hey, nigga, you really think that we would have lost against Chicago? We'll never know. I know they was dope. I know Hakeem got the defensive, the defensive, all of that shit, the defensive MVP, they don't call it the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That year that they won the chip. That ain't happened a lot of times. MJ got it first. That's another thing they want to say. Well, Jordan was defensive, whatever. LeBron never got it. Well, isn't that based on opinions?
It's all opinions.
It's still opinions.
And
Is it still not opinion? When is it? If it's not opinionated,
it's a
because
game,
how many times, like Barkley said, when he won his MVP, he said, "Oh, now you want to give it to me? I've been putting up these numbers, so it can't be a number thing." So obviously, you just got tired of giving MJ the shit and was like, "Oh fuck." What Dave Chappelle say when he was with Monica, when he was Bill Clinton, was like, hey, come here. Yeah, literally. He was like, you want to be the MVP? Come here. You be the MVP. So, man, it's not about numbers.
Right.
It's an opinion.
The debate, to me, is actually kind of silly because the two people debating, nobody's going to walk away with a changed mind.
Not just that, but if you say what you want to say, oh, MJ is greater, good job. Good job.
That's it.
Wonderful.
That's it.
You want to say LeBron is the best, good job. If you want to say anything other than them two, I'm still going to be like, good job. Because, I mean, what we keep saying, man, I'm not going to continuously try to change your mind over the shit. Look.
If there was a number, if you told me, if we argue and you said that LeBron James has more championships than Michael Jordan, I could be like,
no, he don't.
Hold a second.
Yeah. Well, I know he don't, but
you see that's a 4, that's a 6.
So
6 is bigger than 4.
There
we go. In that category,
he got him.
In this category, LeBron got him in points. In
this
category,
Michael LeBron got him in assists.
Michael Jordan got more MVPs. So, I mean, it's just a debate that it can make things fun, but I've seen this stuff turn to a point where I'm calling you a bitch. Like, whoa, wait a second. We were just talking about 2 players that don't even know our names. Who was better? How you a bitch?
You know what it is? It's you know how much barbershop talk. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of barbershop talk. Because it's I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me one time. We was in the barbershop. I'm getting lined up. It's it's dump full of people, but it's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody saying anything. And this nigga come in the barbershop. I'm sitting there like this. My boy Los lining me up. And he said, this is when St. Louis had the greatest team on turf.
Okay.
Right? And he was like, man, the Eagles gonna bust their ass, because I think they played the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Did they play the Eagles in the Super Bowl? Who did they?
No, those are both NFC teams.
Right, they are. Did they play in the playoff? He came in, well, you know what? I tell you this. It doesn't even matter. The fact that he said something that I just disagreed with, it woke me and the entire barbershop up. That when Los was lining my mustache up, he yinked, and I got up and I was like, oh, hell nah. The greatest team on turf, the Rams, you know what I'm saying? Them, And Los stood back, and I remember Los just standing there going, and he's shaking his head, and I'm, he know I'm a big sports fanatic, and I'm, bringing my point. Like I said, the entire barbershop erupted. Like, cause whatever I forget what he said, but it just had everybody like, cause we was all, It wasn't nothing. Nothing was talking, man. And then I sat back and I was like, man, and Los was like, nigga, I'm gonna just swing you around. I don't even want you to get mad. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you know how many times I tell you to just, you can't do that? And I was like, what do you mean? And I touched my face, bruh. And it was all gone. This whole right side of my mustache. And he was like, he swung, you swing. I looked in the mirror and I was like, what the? And he was like, I told your ass You can't do if I'm cut and bro, ever since and it only happened one time. Lesson learned.
Right.
Because I've been in the barbershop plenty of times. Jordan better. I remember when we got amped up for the T-Mac and Kobe argument. Who was better, T-Mac or Kobe? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember all of those arguments. Who was the best quarterback? Peyton or fucking Tom Brady? Like, it was just always, and I'll be like this. And that nigga Los lining me up. And I'll be like, And Los be like, all right, nigga, you about to lose something. And I'm like,
Got anything else, my boy?
Nah, that's it.
You got it?
It's a wrap. That's why I said it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Well, that's all for this episode of FO and Swell's Conquer the Universe. Until next time, peace out.
Holla. Nigga, that was like an extra 10 minutes, wasn't it?
I didn't know.
And you know what? You know what hit me? That wink. I didn't see the wink until that time. I was like,
hey, I gotta cut to the chase. Yeah. Everyone give me some space. Okay. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen.